टेलीनॉर ने पीटीसीएल को टेलीनॉर पाकिस्तान फरोख्त कर दिया। पीटीसीएल ग्रुप ने टेलीनॉर पाकिस्तान 49 करोड़ 50 लाख डॉलर्स में ख़रीदा है। अहम खबर आपको दे रहे हैं, आपको बताएं कि टेलीनॉर फरोख्त हो गया है और पीटीसीएल ने टेलीनॉर को ख़रीद लिया है।
Reflect positively to the people of Pakistan, to the customers, and also will play a pivotal role in enabling and accelerating the digital transformation and putting Pakistan on the map of the digital economy. So no doubt about it, we are very confident that this will play a great role in that direction. The other question about the Telenor people, no doubt about it. I talked in my speech about the heritage and the massive expertise and the culture that Telenor have embraced over the years, and a journey of 18 years in Pakistan where they managed to get around 45 million customer. Very efficient company. So there is so much to learn from Telenor, and we still, of course, did not reach to that stage to understand, who would stay, who would leave, what is the duplication, and etc. But this is something, of course, will be communicated. But our plan is actually to get the best of the both worlds. So it is not only that we are acquiring and we just going to let go of those people. It's not the case. What we are trying to do here in this acquisition is to get the best of the both worlds. And this is our commitment. This is what we believe is the right thing to happen in this acquisition.
We have Jamil Arif from Pro Pakistani. Yes, Jamil.
Yeah, hi, I'm Akram. Yeah, sorry. So my question is from the legal angle. Are PTCL and Telenor allowed legally to, share their respective spectrums?
So, as Hatem mentioned, there is a regulatory approvals process which has to kick in. There are a few steps around that. There's a competition commission approval, and then it's followed by the technical approvals by PTA and Frequency Allocation Board. And there is a precedent in the market where there was a merger which was held in 2017. Mobilink and Bharat merged, and the spectrums are also merged in that case as well. So as it goes through the process, we will go through the process as per the current policies, laws and regulations. And we are very confident we can acquire those approvals, inshallah.
Let's take another question.
We have another question. Zahir sir.
पैकेज भी आपके डिफरेंट थे, दोनों कंपनीज के पैकेज भी थोड़े से डिफरेंट थे, तो क्या इस मुकाबले के अंदर किस तरह आपने साथ में दोनों को?
Okay, so basically, sir, I would speak in English so that most of the audience can capture. An extensive assessment exercise was carried out as a result of evaluating this transaction, which also revolves around the focus on all technological aspects. So you'll be glad to know that the spectrum of both companies, Telenor and Ufone, they are contiguous. So there are a lot of synergies when we go into spectrum consolidation without impacting any of the other industry players in the market. So when Bharat and Mobilink's merger happened, their spectrums were not contiguous. So they had to make a lot of effort with the support of the telecom regulator in order to get the spectrum contiguous activities. Similarly, when you compare the network footprint of both operators, there are very good synergies in place. We are very strong in the urban areas, and Telenor has the largest rural footprint. So it's a very, I think, it's a marriage where the strengths of each operators will help us to become larger and be able to diversify our coverage accordingly. So all these synergies have been taken into account. We don't see any technical hurdles in bringing about the consolidation synergies. In fact, it will benefit the consumers, and we will get the scale.
Yeah, please. So I think, as mentioned a couple of times earlier as well, so this is a very early stage. So we have to go through all the process of the regulatory approvals, and after that, there will be the integration chapter, achieve all the approvals. But as far as the packages are concerned, it's a very competitive market. Both operators are offering very competitive packages and products to our customers. What we foresee is a combined portfolio, which will be again the best of both. As Hatim also mentioned once earlier, the ultimate beneficiary will be the customers. So they will be able to get the best of the portfolios and the services and the range of digital products offered by both organizations. Thank you. No. So Easy Paisa is this announcement which we are today making is about the telecom operations of both the groups. It's not about the financial operations about it. So that's not part of this deal.
Mehtab Haider sir, from the news.
Hello, this is Mehtab. I work for the news. I have two questions. My first question is, I think this deal, if translates into dollars, it's approximately $400 million. Will this money come to Pakistan, or it will be transferred directly to the headquarters of the Telenor company, which is based in Norway? And my second question is, have you sought the permission of the State Bank of Pakistan for transferring this $400 million? Thank you.
Yeah, so you're right that the approximate value of this deal is in the range of $400 million. Our point to note here is that the deal is denominated in PKR. So it's not denominated in US dollars. That's first. The second question is that the funding for this transaction, we are in very advanced stages of securing the funding such that we are confident to sign the SPA at this stage. Both us and Telenor are confident about the sources of funding. Sorry. So that's, however, those funding sources are still yet to be 100% locked. So there is a process that will happen, and we will also make announcement about those funding sources specifically. They will most probably be coming from outside of Pakistan. So therefore, we don't expect any impact in terms of foreign currency outflow from Pakistan as a result of this deal. And we have had this discussion at a very high level with the State Bank, and we don't expect any issues of remittance because it will not negatively impact the foreign exchange reserves of the country. In fact, we are positive that it will have a positive impact on the forex reserves of Pakistan.
We have a question from Shah Nawaz, Prophet Magazine.
This is not working. Assalamu alaikum, this is Shah Nawaz from Prophet Magazine. I have a couple of questions. First, I wanted to ask, what was the expected market share after this acquisition? And presumably, it might be greater than all the other telcos of Pakistan. So how confident are you about the CCP approval on this? Secondly, a question from the CFO is what is the evaluated amount of the synergies? And another important question is that what will happen to the Telenor brand name? Will you carry it forward, or as they mentioned, MobileLink, will it slowly be morphed into the Ufone name? Thank you.
So I think I'll take one questions which you started in the market share size. So it's just a publicly available information that there are around 45 million customers. We are around 25 million customers. So combined, we can always see at this point in time. However, the entire approval process will be done with all the regulatory bodies, including CCP. And since, again, we see the market there are two other very healthy competition players are available, and the market is very strongly and healthy competitive. So we don't see any negative impact on the competitiveness of the market. With this, definitely we'll proceed for all the approval process of the CCP. And before going back on the third thing, I think on the brand, again, after this completion of the process, that's the time where we'll start considering about the future brand strategies, I think. So this is too early, but yet to be decided in the fact.
The deal's enterprise value itself is 108 billion rupees, as we have mentioned in our PR. In terms of the value of synergies, the components of synergies, as briefly mentioned by Jafar as well, was mainly coming from network consolidation, sales and distribution consolidation, and administrative consolidation and marketing. So these are the key areas of synergies that are, and the value of that is beyond the 108 billion rupees that is part. The exact value is being worked out and will be shared in due course.
So we have a question from Kashif Hussain, Express Group.
My name is Kashif. I am representing Express Media Group. My question is for Mr. Hatem. As we discussed this, as you said, that this acquisition will play like a equilibrium in the market, that we can't afford the 4-player or more player. So it will be a equilibrium in the market. So what type of policy support the market or the industry is needed to make this acquisition more fruitful for the industry and the consumer and the socio-economic development for the Pakistan? My first question is that. And second question is how the customer will be benefited with by this acquisition in terms of the value of services, the penetration, which is limited to some big cities in the Pakistan, not more than the 4 or 5 cities. These are my questions.
I think from what do we expect for this transaction, the support from the policymakers and the government, we expect, because the case is very strong, so we expect that approval should be obtained very quickly. We don't want to drag this for so many months, because it will start to be a negative impact for customers, for employees, uncertainty, etc., etc. So it's very important that we conclude this as quickly as possible. As we said, the case is very strong, very clear. It's actually a correction to the structure of the market, so it will help the entire economy. It will help the telecom sector, and the most important thing is the other. So how is this going to really benefit the people? Because you heard myself and Atif was saying that the beneficiary for this transaction, the main one is the customer. So a lot of stakeholders, of course, will benefit from this, including the shareholders, employees will benefit. But the primary, beneficiary for this transaction is the customers. And how is that? We believe that strengthening the market and uplifting the value of the telecom market in Pakistan will reflect back to the nations. So you would expect that there will be technological advancement. So things like 5G, for example, things like artificial intelligence, things like robotics, things like IoT, which is today, when we compare Pakistan to the rest of the world, we are behind. And we want to put the country on the map of the digital economy, because we are entering an era now of this 4th industrial revolution, and this is all about technology advancement. So if you look at the definition of the 4th industrial revolution, if you don't have the right infrastructure, technological infrastructure, you will not have a role to play in this evolution of the new industry. So it's very necessary to move the country into this digital economy and to accelerate the digital transformation and to put Pakistan on the map. I think it's very important that we help and support the telecom sector to really uplift its value, and then this automatically will reflect back on investing on capex, investing in technology, and bringing new technologies to the country.
From Sama se hai Zahir Saab ji, from Sama TV. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Zahir Ali Khan. I am reporting in Sama TV. My question is that Telenor is the second largest company in Pakistan telecom sector. It invests a lot of advanced technology like agriculture side. What are the reasons of the mergers? Are regulatory frameworks issues? Are high spectrum prices issue? What are the issues of the merger? Thank you.
I think this is a question, I think, for Telenor. You can ask them. Maybe it's better that they will maybe answer that for what are the reason why they are exiting. So, but I think that I said that also that we believe the telecommunication industry and market in Pakistan, we believe 3 players is the right number. Anything beyond 3 players, I think we will struggle to be a healthy industry, which will then impact the overall quality of service experience and bringing technology and putting Pakistan into the map of digital economy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to take the last 2 questions of this Q&A. Yes.
So, Bilal from Business Recorder Digital Karachi.
What will this transaction affect? How will this transaction affect the profitability and revenue of the PTCL? And will this also interest foreign investors in the PTCL? Because the stock exchange, which may not be the barometer for it, but during the last couple of weeks, PTCL share went from 7 rupees to 13 rupees. So how will this transaction will affect the investor's mind towards PTCL?
We said that, right? A market with 4 players, and we have explained that the more that you bring the number of players in one market, that means the value will be distributed among the 4 players. And what we always see, it's an erosion of value, because there are so many players that they fight for a specific value, and automatically it gets eroded. So re-looking at this and consolidating the market into 3 players, you actually protect the value of the market. This is what I meant for how value will be created. For, of course, the stock market appreciation and everything, my understanding is that there are so many companies have seen actually an increase recently in the stock market. So we have no control on this, and we are not benefiting actually from this right now. I don't know, Nadeem, if you want to say something.
In terms of, I think, the question of your how would the profitability improve for PTCL Group? I think the question that was earlier asked about synergies is perhaps the biggest driver for the improvement in profitability, because with a much smaller network, because we don't need all the network that the 2 companies have, and that's where the synergies are going to come from. So with a much smaller network, we would be able to serve a much larger customer base with a much better coverage and quality. So reduce OPEX, reduce CAPEX, and better coverage is going to drive both the top line and the EBITDA. And we will, as a PTCL Group, we're estimating to get immediate uplift of about 45 billion rupees plus of EBITDA after the acquisition of Telenor. So that's going to immediately help the overall profitability of PTCL, plus the synergies that are going to come later.
So this will be our second last question from Business Recorder Group, Tahir Amin.
Sir, as you know that the government has recently announced to present more spectrum for auction within next 7 months, despite the fact that most of your demands were rejected, be it is related to taxation, ARPU, industrial tariff, or others. So do you think that after such a huge investment, you will be ready for going another spectrum auction, and when the installment is due? And secondly, currently only Jazz is enjoying the significant market player status. So what will be the repercussions for you people in revising the tariff?
So, number one, when you talked about the spectrum auction, which is in the offing, there are lots of steps which are still remaining. There is a consultant to be appointed. The Spectrum Advisory Committee has started meeting, and they will set grounds for the new spectrum auction based on the current market assessment. And we are very confident that the way things are happening, they will come up with something which is conducive for investment. And the decision in that regard would be taken when it comes. But in any case, we are obviously very technology savvy, and we would like to move forward with the rest of the operators when it comes. But the decision would only be taken once the assessment has been done and the terms of the auction have been put in place. Second was regarding okay, on the significant market player, there are definitions which have again to be assessed, and as mentioned in one of the answers to the questions, we are talking about a market assessment at this stage, but when it actually happens, and there is a two-stage process, then they will evaluate the market, and the current, if you talk about the revenue share or the subscriber share, it's about 35 to 37% as of now. It may decrease or it may increase a bit, but it's pretty much in line with what one of the larger operators is already. So in terms of revenue share, they are even better. So there's no, and if the S&P thing is put across, then it's part of the market assessment, and that's not a big issue.
So we'll be taking last question from Ms. Harim Jadoon, Dunia News.
Harim here from Dunia TV. My question is that PTCL is focusing on infrastructure but not focusing on internet, PTCL internet. As we see that Neotel and different internet companies are progressing day by day, and they're introducing internet packages. So what are your plans about internet of PTCL?
Internet for PTCL?
So I think when we talk about, when we're comparing about with Neotel and also, we are talking about the fiber services. And right now, you know, we talk about PTCL being the national carrier of carriers as well. So we are one of the biggest backbone of fiber in Pakistan, as well as when we talk about the fiber to the home. So we have one of the biggest infrastructure, and if we are following the official release of information on the PTA website on the number of customers. So we are almost the biggest fiber to the home provider in terms of customers as well. We have crossed 400,000 customer base as well. So that reflects how aggressively we are rolling out our fiber. We already have more than 1 million houses covered by the fiber, and the customer base has already touched 400,000. So this speaks our focus as well as the contrast from the customers towards us.
Yeah, I think maybe it's also worth mentioning that when it comes to fiber and flash fiber, this is the brand that we carry to offer internet from PTCL for homes. We are the fastest growing company when it comes to flash fiber. So year over year, we are actually doubling our base in terms of number of homes connected via fiber, in terms of number of subscribers that they subscribe to the product, and also in terms of the revenue that we generate and the business that we capture. So it is the fastest growing technology, is the fastest growing product for us today.
And just to add, the only operator who is offering true 100 Mbps to the customer at the home. And when we say that we are the only one offering and we are the only one delivering.
Well, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for your presence. Amir Saab, thank you very much for moderating this particular part with me. With this, ladies and gentlemen, the Q&A comes to a close, but of course the Group CXOs and the President will be available for comment. We would like once again to thank you for your presence and participation, and of course would like to invite you for dinner right after this. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for your presence.
टेलीनॉर ने आपको बताएं कि टेलीनॉर ने पीटीसीएल को टेलीनॉर पाकिस्तान फ़रोख्त कर दिया है और पीटीसीएल ग्रुप ने टेलीनॉर पाकिस्तान 49 करोड़ 50 लाख डॉलर्स में ख़रीद लिया है। टेलीनॉर पाकिस्तान की फ़रोख्त की तकरीब का अहवाल आपको दिखा रहे थे। पीटीसीएल ने टेलीनॉर पाकिस्तान को ख़रीद लिया है। इस तकरीब का मज़ीद अहवाल आपको दिखाते हैं।
मीडिया से और फोटोग्राफर हजरात मौजूद हैं, उनसे इल्तिमास है कि वो अपनी पोजीशंस ले लें। फ्रंट ऑफ द रूम को खाली अगर कर दें तो फिर हम इस प्रोग्राम का बाकायदा आगाज़ करें। बहुत शुक्रिया। लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन, may I request you once again, तमाम हमारे जो दोस्त मीडिया से यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं, अगर काइंडली आप लोग पीछे आपके लिए जगह मुख्तस है, अगर वहाँ पे आ जाएं तो उसके बाद सर हम इस प्रोग्राम का बाकायदा आगाज़ करना चाहते हैं, तो रिक्वेस्ट ये होगी कि अगर आप लोग ओके Ladies and gentlemen, we are taking about 3 to 4 minutes for the reporters' inserts, and then we'll be officially formally beginning. May I once again request our distinguished friends from media to kindly expedite this so that we can formally begin the program. एक दफ़ा फिर आप सबसे गुजारिश होगी कि जल्द अज जल्द ये इंसर्ट्स का काम अगर मुकम्मल कर लें तो हम प्रोग्राम का बाकायदा आगाज़ करें। Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sidra Iqbal and it's my pleasure to welcome you all to this ceremony. अब हम अपने प्रोग्राम का बाकायदा आगाज़ कर रहे हैं, तो एक दफ़ा फिर आप सबसे इल्तिमास है कि अपनी नशिस्तों पे तशरीफ़ रखिए ताकि आज के जो हमारा टॉपिक है, जो मेन मौजू है जिसके लिए हम सब यहाँ पे जमा हुए हैं, वो बड़ी ख़बर, वो खुशखबरी आपसे शेयर की जा सके। जिनको इसके बारे में ऑलरेडी कुछ सुनगुन है उनसे भी इल्तिमास होगा कि आप अपनी नशिस्तों पे तशरीफ़ रखें ताकि फिर हम उसके बाद उस पर बाकायदा गुफ्तगू कर सकें और क्वेश्चन आंसर राउंड हो सके। एक दफ़ा फिर वंस अगेन लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन, मे आई रिक्वेस्ट यू टू काइंडली बी सीटेड। और इस तकरीब का बाकायदा आगाज़ हम तिलावत कलाम पाक से करना चाहेंगे। लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन, मे आई रिक्वेस्ट यू टू काइंडली बी सीटेड एज वी आर फॉर्मली बिगिनिंग द प्रोग्राम विद द रेसिटेशन फ्रॉम द होली कुरान। जज़ाकल्लाह खैरन। लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन, आई वाज रियली होपिंग कि आपकी तरफ से हमारे पास इतनी सपोर्ट होगी कि तिलावत कलाम पाक के वक्त एटलीस्ट आप थोड़ा सा पॉज ले लेंगे। तमाम फोटोग्राफर्स और कैमरामैन हजरात से गुजारिश है एक दफ़ा फिर कि काइंडली आप अपनी नशिस्तों पे तशरीफ़ रखिए। भाईजान, आपके हाथ में भी कैमरा है, आप भी फोटोग्राफर्स में ही आते हैं, अगर आप प्लीज़ अपनी नशिस्त पे तशरीफ़ रखें, शुक्रिया। To formally take this forward once again, आप सबसे गुजारिश है कि अपनी नशिस्तों पे खड़े हो जाएं. Kindly all rise for the national anthem of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to welcome you all here. I am Sidra Iqbal, and I would like to welcome you on behalf of the PTCL Group, a family that has been growing and is about to take a game-changing leap forward. But before we begin and we invite for the big announcement, the big conversation, may I first take this opportunity of introducing my worthy panel to you here. First and foremost, we're very honored to have amongst us Mr. Hatim Bamatraf, who is the CEO and the President and the Group CEO of PTCL Group. Thank you for your presence. Along with him on the head table, we have Mr. Mohammad Nadeem Khan, the Group Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Zahida Awan, the Group Chief Legal Officer and Company Secretary. We have with us Mr. Naveed Khalid Butt, the Group Chief Regulatory Officer. We have with us Mr. Mohammad Shoaib Beg, the Group Chief People Officer, Mr. Jafar Khalid, Group Chief Technology Officer, and last but definitely not the least, Syed Atif Raza, the Group Chief Marketing Officer. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about a game-changing announcement, I'm sure you have been keenly following the business dailies, the ones that cover the economy and the industry news of Pakistan. You already have an idea of what is to happen. But this exclusive setting is to shed more light on what has not yet been shared, on what has been happening behind closed doors, and what is yet to come through the pipeline. Man has always been curious about how the future will unfold. These years have been years of uncertainty, but today we are here to celebrate a big leap forward in the telecom industry of Pakistan. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let me take this opportunity of inviting for his comments, for his thoughts and views, and for some of the details of the big announcement, the President and the Group CEO of PTCL and Ufone 4G. Please put your hands together to welcome Mr. Hatim Bamatraf.
Esteemed guests, media persons, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and very warm welcome to all of you. Today marks a pivotal moment in PTCL Group history, and we are grateful for your presence here. It's a new day where our aspiration moves beyond talks as we usher into a new era to actively shape the future. I am delighted to announce our thrilling journey as PTCL Group signs a share purchase agreement to acquire 100% stake in Telenor Pakistan, pending, of course, and subject to regulatory and authority approval. This is not just only a milestone, it's a commitment to unmatched advantage for our customer, employees, shareholders, and the nations of Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you, and as you probably all know, that Telenor is an internationally renowned company with a heritage that spans over 165 years. Initiated its impactful journey in Pakistan for the past 18 years. Serving an efficient and forward-looking operator, it delivers cutting-edge voice and data services to a very large customer base. In addition to telecommunication, Telenor Pakistan plays a significant role in contributing to sustainable development and empowering local communities. As the national telecom carrier, PTCL Group has a rich legacy of high-quality service delivery and socio-economic enablement. We provide a world-class telecommunication and ICT services to millions of people each day. Beyond our core services, we actively contribute to technological advancement, socio-economic progress, environmental conservation, seamless connectivity, and corporate social responsibility. All of this to facilitate a holistic and all-encompassing growth process. Throughout these years, we have invested supplying top-quality connectivity and user experience to our customers. This transition signifies a key milestone in the prestigious 7-decade history of PTCL Group. It represents a pivotal moment for the nation economy, socio-economic advancement, and the digital empowerment of millions of Pakistanis. It announces the commencement of a new chapter, embracing digital expansion and empowerment in Pakistan, unleashing and unveiling numerous opportunities and possibilities. Regarding this landmark achievement, it is not only strengthening PTCL Group, but also combines PTCL and Telenor Pakistan expertise to accelerate innovation and transformation in Pakistan. Both organizations stand as pivotal advocates of digital and financial inclusion. This transaction will significantly amplify these services, especially for our valued customers. This is not only emphasizes our ongoing dedication to the economic advancement of this nation, but also reflects our unshakable belief in the expansive potential of Pakistan telecommunication sector. Our dedication extends beyond immediate gains. We aim to play an essential role in enduring prosperity of the nation. Both PTCL and Telenor possess strong and talented teams which would be dedicated toward developing a culture of delivery and teamwork by adopting the best of both companies. The combined entity will serve as a best-in-class provider across all domains with better coverage, seamless data experience, massive reach, and a wide range of product and services. The acquisition of Telenor Pakistan now expands our responsibility to serve significantly large customer base. We are confident and thoroughly equipped to bear this substantial responsibility, pledging to provide the utmost quality of service and experience to both our existing and future customers. Our greatest strength now lies in our one big PTCL Group family. And I am confident our combined talent will propel us to new horizon. Moreover, I believe that our combined strength will actually revolutionize the telecom industry in Pakistan. I extend my gratitude to the remarkable teams at both PTCL Group and Telenor Pakistan, whose dedication and collaboration made this endeavor possible. A special thank to the E&D Group for their valuable guidance and unwavering support throughout this journey. I would also express my sincere appreciation to the Telenor Group for their enduring efforts and partnership. Finally, my gratitude extends to the board for their trust and confidence in allowing us to bring this significant deal to fruition. Thank you all for your firm commitment and contribution towards this milestone achievement. I look forward at the end to smooth closure of this transaction and obtaining the approval, the necessary approval, and cannot wait to welcome a new member to our PTCL Group family, which is the Telenor Pakistan. Thank you very much.
अभी सब्सक्राइब करें ताकि कोई खबर रह न जाए।